My dear guests, the book which I am going to read is Meeting That Get Results by Brian Tracy. I don't need now. The author doesn't need an introduction. He's a very famous person. He keeps traveling around the globe and keeps on bringing out books over books over books. In fact, this is also part of the series of Brian Tracy Library. It goes on like this. It is a very small book, but the matter which is here inside this book is really very useful. First class, and I would say, particularly if you are a person who is in the habit of conducting weekly meetings, monthly meetings, and so on and so forth, yes, you should read this book and you should have one such book. On the other hand, if you are also in the habit of attending meetings, if you are not in the habit of conducting meetings, you only attend meetings, again, this book is for you, because it contains so much of information of how to gather information and how to make the best use of each and every meeting. So both for the person who is conducting the meeting and for the person who is actively participating in the meeting, this book is a must-have book, a must-read book. That's what I would start. That's how I would like to start. Now coming on to the contents of the book. In fact, it may, as I told you, it may look very small, but it contains around 21 chapters. I would say, I will put it like this. If you want to read a voluminous book, this book will go on this book can be written to the extent of 21 large books. 21 large books made into a concise size and presented to every one of us, so that we can have this book as a ready regular. This is a kind of a ready regular for every meeting, and it gives information about how to start a meeting, what are the basics of a meeting. Like it talks about everything. In a nutshell, it talks about everything, like what is the purpose of conducting a meeting, how to prepare an agenda, how to design an agenda, how to have arrange tables, and how to have a venue, fix a venue. Then what are the things to be checked up in a venue, starting from furniture, AC, what is the ambient temperature required, what is the ambient lighting required. Everything is there in this book. In fact, after each and every chapter, he goes on explaining about how to do it in a nutshell. But after each and every chapter, he gives lots and lots of references. In case if you want to read much about that particular, for example, how to have a seating arrangement for a one-on meeting. If you want to have more information about that, he gives references. So you can pick up those books and have more and more information about that. That's the kind of book it is. I would suggest each and every one of you to have this book always with you. It's not you can read it in one go, maybe around 2 hours or half an hour. You can read it and finish off this book. But this book is not to be read like that. Maybe one reading, first class. But then you would have it as a ready regular. Every now and then, before a meeting, just take out the book. You have simple tips in a format of what to do, how to do, just to refresh your memory, and it gives absolute information, very useful information. That's why I feel it's above all, the most wonderful thing is, he talks about, in one page, he is dedicated a complete page about for Toastmasters. To become a better speaker, he is recommending Toastmasters or Dale Carnegie Institute. But he writes for a page about Toastmasters. So that is one thing which is also attractive for Toastmasters like us. It gives an added energy for us to have this book, to read this book. Better have this book as a ready regular, so that if there is a meeting, if you are going to conduct a meeting next week, just pull out this book and just take a note what has to be done. And he gives lots and lots of, as I told you, he gives lots and lots of references. If you are interested to read much more about that particular area, one particular area, then this book is a must-have, and that is what I would like to share with all of you. Thank you very much for having given the opportunity, and over to the Dr. Radha.